Hello, hello again. So let's take our owl and let's do a little bit more work on her. Let's see, everything's okay in the picture. Can everybody hear me okay? Okay, I see there's sound on the page. Let me see. Well, okay. Where are we at? Let me make sure my camera's right. I would hate to videotape this and miss every bit of it. Because it's kind of hard to do it over again when I've already painted it. Okay, I am in the picture. Okay, I brought back my easel. And what I want to do first is, here's our picture. I've got quite a bit going on right now. Let's see, let's work on our little babies down here some. So, let me see, how do I want to do this? I don't need another place to set my picture up. I'm going to put my little babies right there so I can see them. And I think I'm going to use my round brush. And of course, this one, I think it's a 5 or 6. I'll take some of it. I'm going to go back in my blue paint. Make a little bit of a wash. And a little bit of my turquoise over here. And I think I want to wash in a little bit this blue. It's a little bit darker right in there. Use a little white. I think what I'll do is bring this other paint over here, because we don't want to throw it away and start a new amount. Let's see. Take this here. Sorry about this, you guys, but I don't want to waste paint. These days, it's just not worth wasting paint, especially after a time where there was a shortage of stuff, and I just want to keep what I got on hand. Put my water bucket over here and use as much as paint I already have. Okay, this little guy, I want to, he's pretty much got his head done. Top of his head. I'm just kind of muddling the water. Really, this right here, somehow or another, got right there still. This is another owl's feathers right here. I'll add some more in. Let's kind of bring him on over here. Just kind of, as you can see, the way I'm just moving it, the water. Let's see, this one's, you might do your technique on your owls differently. There's nothing wrong with that. This is the way I do my pieces. Okay, this little guy, a little bit of this right here. So I'm going to take a little bit of this lighter here, put it in right here. And it's got a little darker. Man, I'll be honest with you, it's not easy doing something, again, that's mixed media. But I can give you the gist of how I did this. Okay. I'll have a little bit of red. There's some purple in here, but it's where these reds and these blues have mixed together, and there's a little bit right in here. And I'll put a little up here in his head, giving some dark area. This guy's got a little right here. I'm gonna bring some down in here. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one's eyebrow in so you can start. I'm just blocking it in. I'll go back and make it look a little bit darker. Got too much water in my brush, and pull some of that back up because I don't want it to run. Keep from. Okay, so you know where that one is. Okay, let's go ahead and put the yellow in on its chest. It has some yellow in here. Put some yellow right there on that. And take a little bit of brown and put it over here. So it'd be kind of like a little shadow where he's hugging it, snuggled into his mom. So this is the brown and the yellow kind of mixing together. And as you can see, I'm taking my brush and I don't really paint. I'm scrubbing. I'm going to add a little white in there for some highlight. A little bit more white. We could have a little more white in this eye and over here. Just let that dry. So I'm going to add a little bit of red. Okay, and his beak has got a lot of blue in it. So I don't want it real transparent here. I want it more opaque. So I use less water. And his little brow, it's going to come down even more in here. Because he has sort of a circle here. The red. I'm going to take some of this red and put it in this brow a little bit. Okay. I think I like that. If I don't, I can always add a little more brown up in here. Maybe bring in a little more shadow in here. Add a little more yellow. Just keep layering and layering and layering. Okay, and for this little guy here, see he's got a little brown and yellow in his eyes. Take a little white, make my yellow a little bit lighter here. I don't like the way that's too strong, that red right there. I'm going to tone it down with some white. And let's see, he's got a little more yellow right in here. And I'm going to put some yellow in here a little bit. Take this brown down a little more. Okay, now his beak, a little off to the edge here. He's got his thick brow going up through here. I'm not going to take that one all the way up yet. And this one is more over here. Well, I can take it on up. Okay. I'm going to take a little bit of that red and make some purple. Kind of put it in here in his little round area right there. Add a little bit of white. And let's see. Let's make his head go up a little bit higher. Right there, he looked like he's kind of flat-headed to me. And I'm going to put this, make this line a little bit darker here. I'll make this a little bit darker here, where this eye is. Make this one look a little bit fluffier. And this one, add a little more fluff here. Okay. So this right here would be bending a little bit more, so I'm going to put some more color right across here. Kind of overlapping them. Okay, up this way a little bit. In my picture where I can see it. And gotta move my canvas a little more. I need my feathers to show a little better up here. So I can pull this on out, put some water on it. Okay. And we'll go around the side right here. That's too heavy for me right there. Just pull it out. I want it a little bit lighter right in here. Just to give it some variety. And we'll work on that in a little bit. This right here is a little heavy. Still, and bring that down right in there to this one. Now I'm just adding more blue, like in some areas I'm making it darker so it looks like it's got shadows and highlights. Move this over here. There's a sort of a big one right here. And make it a little bit darker back here. This one would be further away. This would be dark. So I just pull that with a dry brush. And what's on a dry brush, I'm just carrying it on out. Let's make this one a little bit darker here. And just keep going down the arm. I'll pull this one out a little. I like the way that feather come out right there with the little notes on it. And add a little, get a little bit darker here because the baby's leaning in here. Gotta keep going around the edge of the. Okay, and pull that out. And there, the two wings come together right there. So. And actually, I'll go back in there when I start doing some more shadowing and make it even darker. There you go. Look, our Mama Owl's coming alive. Okay. See if I can go up here and work on her face some. No, she's not going to be real flat here. Take my round brush again. I want to pull some of that out there. Well, I'll pull too much out. That's okay. I can go back in and add some more. And this guy, I want to call her a guy today. I don't know why. Whoops. Maybe I could put a little bit of a feather right there. Okay, now this will be a little bit darker in here. There's this line that goes right here through here. For big. Let's go ahead and get that in there. And I'm going to water my brush down, get the paint off of it, and I'm going to let hit this line a little bit. Pull it over into this. And let it dry. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit. I want her head to be a little bit round, but you see some little tuffies kind of go up. I don't want to get too close to that because I want my eyebrows to really stand out. So go back in here and make this a little bit darker. With my blue. Just gonna blend it on down. She's got a lot of color in her. And it's fine. Bring it on. Okay. And just keep putting shadows in. Looks like there's a little bit of purple in here. Yeah. She's got a little bit more yellow there. Okay, before we go any further, let's do a little bit of splattering, because I do have some splatters. All these colors are splattered in the background. So let me get a piece of paper here. So if I don't want to splatter anything, I'm going to cover it. And I'm going to take water and my color, my blue, really get it wet, and then I'm just going to flick. I really don't want any on the chest right yet. But I want it in this upper part. See, it adds more texture. Even get it on the sides. Oh, this side I'm gonna have to work on. I haven't been following through on it, but that's okay. It's easy to catch up. And I want some on the top too. Gotta do my top too. We'll get it done. Okay. There's some of that. Do my brush real good. Let's do some yellow. Maybe my messy palette. I'll do it right here. I don't think I'll get any of that. Just water it down real good, almost like watercolor. Well, it pretty much is. And just flick it. I've got some little white dots right there. Turn them yellow. And then those, you know, the little white dots that I did, I might just do them all a certain color with the modeling paste. You can just constantly add color everywhere. Let's see if I want any more over here. This is painting the madness of the way I paint. Let's see, I'm going to take some of this green. I want a little bit more green right in here. I need a little bit of blue. Come on in there. Okay. Mhm. Let me see here. Okay, his eyebrows are going to be a little bit thicker, and this one's got some yellow in it. So I'm going to go ahead and put some yellow in it. Okay, I'm going to flick some little bit more red. And that is going to be it for this video. It really mixed media. Some pieces take a while. When you're teaching it, it takes longer than if you were doing it yourself, because you already know these techniques and you can just go to town. Oh, I want to show you one more thing. So that piece that had put on here with the modeling paste, you can go back in and paint it out if you want to. We'll just go ahead and paint it out and see what it might look like, if we like it or not. Or we just want it to be a texture that it's there, but it's not real noticeable. No, my white has a lot of water in it, so it's not going to be stark white. That would be too much. What I say, is it showing up better on the screen? Now it's showing up. Yay! Anything with white just does not show up good on the camera to start with. Got too much on my brush right there. I'm still letting some of the undercolor that's on the flower come out. You can always fast forward this stuff too, guys. These replays, when you get the gist of what I'm doing. And there it is. Now I can go over this even darker, but I like to start off rule of thumb light. Make sure I like it. And make sure I'm going in the right direction instead of starting out so dark that it messes my piece up. Then I have to white it out, and then I have to layer again over and over. Now I see a place right here. I don't like that. Bring some of this off-white. Yeah, I think it's the antique white in here. Kind of cover that up a little bit. These are supposed to be bright in here anyway. Okay. And let's go ahead and I think this is dry where I splattered. Let's go ahead and put a good stroke of white paint over our petals here that we sculpted out. It might need another coat of paint, but it'll get us started. They don't have to be perfect because we're going to come in with another technique and stiff them up. Let's see, there was one leaf like that. There's one over here. Just doing them kind of messy like. They don't have to be perfect flowers. And there we go. Okay, I'm liking that. I had a drip over here, but I sort of like it, so I think I'm going to leave it there. In the corner here, I might bring a little white in and bring another color over it to just kind of break it up a little bit, but we'll go with that. So here we are for now, and we'll be back with another video. We're going to finish this girl up.